Welcome back to my channel. Right behind me is my latest BRRRR deal here in Portland, Oregon. I'm super excited to show you this because I'm gonna make 7 figures on this deal. I locked this deal for $495. This is a really great deal because of what I'm about to show you. So my plans right now is actually I'm gonna start with replacing the roof, and then from the roof, and after that we're gonna start replacing some of the siding that's actually rotted. The boards, as you can see here on the deck, not all of it's pretty bad. It just needs a couple repairs and then a good paint job, but definitely the roof, it's original roof. It's been here for about 25 years. Gutters are okay, but as you can see, guys, underneath the eaves, it's pretty rotted because water was getting in. So I actually have my team coming out there this weekend to start replacing the roof, number one, and then number two, I'm gonna start working on the hardscape. So I'll show you guys around the house to show you what I plan to do. So the reason why I believe this is a great deal, because number one, I got the primary home. It's actually a 3-story, so you got the basement underneath, you got the main home, and then you got a 3rd floor. And the 3rd floor, I'll show you guys how the finishes are. But right now, the reason why I love this deal is because there's a lot of opportunities. For an example, as you guys can see right here, there's a deck, but the thing is, what I like about this is either I could fix the deck and just bring it up to standard, or just do the whole demo and then make it an access to the ADU on the back. That's one thing that as soon as I saw this property, I saw the potential. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna create actually a little driveway and then put the ADU on the back. ADU, it's a detached dwelling unit, so it has its own kitchen, its own, I think importantly now you could do up to 800 square feet. So you could either rent it out or definitely will appraise at least 6 figures once I'm done with it. So as you guys can see, it's a pretty large stack. It does have a nice pathway where I could build the ADU right in the corner. As you guys can see, the siding is not as bad, just needs a couple repairs and a good paint job. Also, one thing I want to show you guys is I noticed that a lot of the eaves is pretty rotted, and that has to do because of the structure of the roof, the way it was installed. So every time I buy a deal, the first thing I start is the roof. You know, I want to make sure I secure the roof before I even start any renovations, interior or any other exteriors. So as you can see right now, like I mentioned, it's going to be a brand new roof. All the soffits are going to be cedar. It's going to look pretty nice and a nice paint job. And then I'll show you guys on the backyard as well. So as you guys can see here, there's a couple stairs. This for sure needs a nice pressure wash, a couple repairs, and then I'm actually going to stain it, which I plan to bring one of my reps here, which I just did a big partnership with BRRRR. So now we have our own signature colors. I'm excited to tell you guys more about that, but I plan to build an ADU right in this corner because of the alley right here. The other idea I have right here is I'm actually going to have our team do a whole demo here on this pathway, and I'm actually going to put some quarter minus just to, you know, make it a little bit nicer. And then all this landscape is going to be renovated, bring it up to nice, so that way it's easier for all of my residents here. So this is actually going to be a perfect spot right here for the ADU, right in this corner. The reason why I like this area is because either, like I said, once I rent it, I could have the resident come through the other side, or I could just take this whole deck down and just make it into a nice pathway. So the ADU, I plan to do, it's going to be just 1 bedroom, 1 bath with its own kitchen, about 800 square feet. It's a good size. I don't want to get the backyard too crowded, so I think that's going to be a decent square footage for sure. Once I have a team coming out there, actually this weekend, today's we're to like April 18, I think I should have this project, all the exterior completed within about 2 weeks. I'm actually going to put a crew out here in 2 days. They're going to get the roof done about, let's say, in 2 days as well. And then I actually have my landscaping team come out, do the whole cleanup, get rid of all this ivy, pressure wash the sides, bring it up to standard. So now we can start digging and start building the ADU. So this right here is actually access to the basement. It's unfinished, so I'm happy to show you guys what it looks like right now. But this is another way I saw a lot of potential when I walked this property. Again, you know, I'm very happy with my wholesalers out there because my team called, and we were able to lock this deal within like 4 days. So very excited to show you before we even start the renovation. Actually, like I said, I closed this deal yesterday, so I plan to do the whole renovation within about a month or so. So as you guys can see here, there's a lot of debris, a lot of plants. This is actually one of the sections here for the ADU. This basement right here, since I'm gonna convert it into an ADU, I actually got to take that window down and make it more bigger with an egress just for safety procedures. So this side right here, windows are pretty good condition. There's some of the trim needs to be replaced, but besides that, the windows are in great shape. The siding looks good. Just a couple repairs, and then all this right here, I'm gonna have my landscaping team clean it up and bring it up to a nice standard. This is the other side of the north. As you guys can see, the chimney starting to grow a bunch of debris up there and moss. That's why I'm actually starting with the roof right away, and then from there I'll start working with the landscape and then bring it up to code. Another reason why I love this property as well is because, as you guys can see, parking's not an issue here. I'm thinking of removing some of this grass and turn it into some gravel, so that way once I'm done with the ADU, there's going to be parking for each unit for the main home, the finished basement, and also the detached ADU on the back. So parking is gonna be great here. So right guys, right here, it's all cedar eaves. So I'm gonna have my team do a whole demo. We're gonna put new cedar, and then I'm actually gonna put a nice walk-in like light fixture. I'm gonna do that exactly all around the house just for peace of mind. And I wanna make sure by the time I talk about my BRRRR method, I wanna make sure it appraises at a good value. So I'm willing to do really quality work. So I wanna do like a nice finish on the deck, roof, and then also all the eaves. So that way, when it comes to an appraisal, my property is gonna appraise about for sure 7 figures. Since we found our own deals now, like I said, a lot of my teams were calling, we're knocking on doors, sending letters. So this deal, we were able to lock it for $495. I'm gonna break down the BRRRR method here. Number one, the B for buy. I bought this property for $495. Yeah, so the next stage is with the rehab. My all-in number, it's about $250,000 with the ADU, basement, and then all the renovation. So once I'm all said and done with my ADU on the back, the finished basement, and then also the interior of the main home, the rents for the house is about $2,500. The basement is gonna be about $1,500, and then the ADU is gonna be about $2,000 as well. So we're looking about $5,000 to $6,000 monthly. So once I'm done with my ADU, with the finished basement and the home, the next stage will be the refinancing. I estimate running comps is gonna be about 1.5 to 1.7. With the refinance, the ARVs ballpark is gonna be about 1.8 to like 2.25. Because right now, if I decide to fix and flip this property, when I'm all said and done, it's gonna appraise about 900 ballpark. So right now, the property itself, the way it is, it's appraising about, let's say, close to like 900,000. Once I finish the basement, you're looking about another 400K. And then with the detached ADU, you're looking about like another 500. So I'm getting closer to like the 1.7 to like 2 million. And plus, here's the kicker. This is in Portland. In this location is one of the A+ locations. So that's where the value comes in. It's a really nice area, really nice neighborhood. So that's where the comps are coming in, 1.7 to 2 mil. My net looking around 900 to like 1.1, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted on this deal and stay tuned.